So, with that out of the way, let's jump on to our next topic. This is a pretty big one, as some major Superman spoilers have potentially been revealed by two people, two insiders, conflicting reports though. So here's what we're doing. We're gonna look at both of these. So a report just came out from one of those people that's been like recording and leaking set photos of Superman and Supergirl and everything. They said that in the Superman movie, the Hammer of Barovia, that character that's in the giant like armor
Mm,
fighting
mm.
Superman, they said just 2 days ago that the person in that armor is Supergirl, who's been brainwashed by Lex Luthor.
That's interesting.
2 days before
Mm,
that, it was Daniel RPK that said that that is in fact Ultraman in the suit. And
mm,
2 days before that, another insider was like, it's just an original character made for the film by James Gunn. So we got three conflicting
mm.
reports on who's in that suit. Now, to me, watching that trailer, the hammer does feature laser eyes, heat vision.
Mm.
Ultraman, as far as we know, doesn't have that in this continuity or whatever's happening. So it does lean more into Supergirl, but also Supergirl was leaked for the cast of the film when HBO transitioned to HBO Max or whatever. They put up the cast of the film, upcoming films you'll be able to watch on here. And Millie Alcock is just mentioned in the cast, so that's a spoiler. It's
We sure that's not just a slip up and it's gone from Supergirl to Superman.
well, considering that they edited out her name after they uploaded that, once people took notice of it, I think it was a
Oh,
spoiler on their part.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
But
oh. Well,
again, there was
mm.
that script leak that literally said she's in the last 5 minutes of the film. Like she
Which doesn't
shows up.
surprise me.
Yeah, she's like, hey,
Oh.
Cal, I know you're trying to fix up the fortress that's been destroyed, but hey, I got my own adventure, so I want my stuff, like so.
Tune in 6 months for my own movie.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the nod off. So Tristan, how would you feel about Supergirl or Ultraman or an original character?
Because Ultraman is kind of like disappointing, even because he's like like a robot suit, right? Because
Right.
he's supposed to have certain powers as Superman, so why would he use the suit? It's
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't really make any sense. The Supergirl, kind of, but in a way, again, why would you use the suit when she has almost the same powers as Clark, even if she is brainwashed? So
Hmm.
Could be the suits doing the brainwashing, keep
yeah,
her in that state, sort of thing.
Yeah.
One of those deals.
it could, especially if they're using I want to say um this runs of this maybe this probably using this runs of Power Girl, I think, if I remember correctly when I was reading it, because they changed it to where um the onboard computer kind of like brainwashed her and made her live out her technically live out her life on her planet through VR, and it was like taking over, assuming the role of the parent, claiming that it was, and she has this like identity crisis about what is real and what it
I
isn't.
think they
So
did something like that in the Supergirl TV series. Like
yeah,
she got infected. There was an alternate life she was living or
Mm.
something.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh.
And if they do that, it's kind of interesting if they do put that plot point in there, because other than that, again, you'd just rather have her brainwashed using their own powers being up on Clark. If it's a
Yeah.
brand new character, then go ahead, as long as depending on what they want that character to do, I don't have a problem with it. If it's just the beginning of the movie and like he's just beating up the character after
Yeah.
the first act, and I don't really care.
I feel like it's a little weird. It's like James Gunn joins universe, has every character at his disposal. Yeah, I want to invent my own character. It's like, but
Mm.
you could have used 50 other characters, James. Why? I'm more leaning on to it is somebody. Ultraman, I don't see why he would need to put on a suit unless it's like, hey, Ultraman is the good guy, as Lex is framing the bad guy, Superman, and it's like, put on the suit to cause destruction and blame Superman. Okay, that works. Like you can do that angle with it.
My
But
thing with this is it's the exact same rumor about, is it Ulysses? everyone who thought was Ultraman at the start.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
it's the same rumor with that. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be that's Ultraman Ulysses or whoever it is, and that's gonna be end up being Parasite, and they're the real villain in the movie." It's just like this sounds very familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, where it's just the same rumor.
Yeah, it's just remixed
Mm.
for a new generation. And new generation, I mean, 8 months because memory retention cycle is
As I
short
say, it's
now.
been long enough now. People have forgotten it, but
Yeah.
I think if it is Supergirl in there, it's kind of lame.
Same.
No,
Same.
no. If it's someone else, cool, fine. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all very Doomsday-ish. Like, here's this one guy who turns out to be that guy. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna do this. And it's like,
Yeah. And also, that's another thing to unpack about the film then. Like, so in the third act, we got to have Superman stops the hammer of Barovia, unmasks them. It's Kara. And then he's got to go still fight Lex and Ultraman.
It
You're
sounds
kind of-
weird.
You're adding a lot to what should be a rather easy film to follow. And especially with those people that are like, and this is actually kind of shocking to me. So my wife has a multiple Supergirl cosplay. Sometimes we do like events. They're like invite us to like a children's event. Be Supergirl. She's like, okay, fine. You will not believe how many people call her either Superwoman or Spider-Woman.
Nice.
We're just like, all right.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go like Power Girl, but Spider-Woman and Superwoman.
As Power Girl, she's been called White Power Ranger more than anything.
Nice.
Yep. So
I'm glad you said the Ranger part there because I heard White Power. And I
As Power Girl, she's White Power.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement. I think it's too much to toss Supergirl in this. If that's the case,
because to me it sounds like the whole thing jumbled up. It sounds like another one of those. If it came up to it, it sounds like was it the Injustice animated movies that they did, where everything is so jumbled up, it didn't really make any sense.
There is no rumor that the movie is kind of like a mini,
right?
Like a mini anthology series, but it all leads obviously to the thing at the end. So I can maybe see it working that way, but then I think you're underservicing everything.
20 minutes of it is like the Hammer of Barovia Supergirl plot, and then the next one is Lex Luthor infiltrates. That'd be interesting, like little mini chapters in comics.
But I think that's too much for the first movie.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, I suppose we're gonna know soon. But with that out of the way, let's just jump on to our next topic. So, thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So, thank you for watching, and have a good one.